And this right here is the reason why I love the Dolomites so much. Massive peaks and beautiful landscape all around. And up there we have Orion. Welcome in one of the most beautiful places on earth, the Dolomites. My wife and I came here to do some hiking and exploring, and I will say only this: golden larches overdose. Of course, I will try to spend a night or at least a few hours to capture the stars above this wonderful place. And the place I have chosen is probably one of the most famous here in the Dolomites, Passo, Giau. We arrived to the Dolomites yesterday in the afternoon, and we actually drove up here to the Passo Giau to capture a sunset, but we were, I don't know, 10 minutes too late, which is a shame because the colors were just popping. So yesterday I decided to capture some car trails with TT Artisan 11mm lens, and later in the evening I also tried to capture Comet Lemon. But I'm not quite sure if the image will be any good, because as beautiful as this place is, it has one massive problem, and this is light pollution. The area is huge, but you have houses, villages and towns scattered all over the place. But I'm sure, at least I have seen so many beautiful astro images from here, that I know we can capture something truly unique here. And for the place, I decided to hike up to a hill which basically overlooks the whole pass. So I'm gonna go and check it out. There we have the famous peak, mountain hut and parking area, and my wife is in a warm car down there. And up here we have a group of photographers, and they probably enjoy because you have splendid views 360. Now let me quickly say a few words about what I will try to capture here. It's going to be an early winter Milky Way arch panorama. So let's go check the place out and let's do some planning. Now let's quickly check the composition with photo pills. So let me run night AR mode, and as you can see, the Milky Way will start behind this peak and it's gonna arch across right towards this peak on the other side of the valley. And let me show you the landscape a bit. Here we have a lot of snow-covered peaks and valleys. So I can't wait to come back here tonight. Sorry. No, it's okay. I'm just recording something. I do astrophotography vlog, so it's not a problem. But I messed it up, so I will have to record again. I do. We are back, and as you saw, yesterday evening was quite moody. It actually started to snow later, and now we have this nice white blanket covering the landscape. So let me grab my gear and we're gonna hike on top. Let's go quickly over the gear I have with me tonight. So I'll track the sky with Shoot Move Nomad, and here I have Viltrox 16mm and stock Nikon Z6. I do have Astro modified Z6 with me on this trip, but sensor was just a little bit dirty, and I decided to clean it without the sensor cleaning kit, and of course I made it much worse. So now I'll have to use the stock Nikon Z6. Maybe I will try to use some of my old HA data to add it to the final image, but I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. And as for the conditions, we have a slight breeze. It's not a lot, but I'll still have to check if the stars will be sharp. And it looks like we have a low cloud or maybe some haze on the horizon. Nothing too dramatic, and actually sometimes it's even better because it makes blending between the sky and the landscape a little bit easier. No. Something happened which I can describe only as epic fail. I forgot in the apartment both the laser for my Shoot Move Nomad and the remote triggers for my camera. So at this moment I can't expose longer than 30 seconds, and I can't time-lapse with the Sony at the same time, so we're gonna see what will happen with this one. I just took 30-second long exposure with tracker on, and stars look sharp. I will just have to fix the focus a bit, and this is a nice thing about wide-angle lenses, because you do not need a perfect polar alignment. Now, because I can't expose for 2 minutes, I will take probably 5 or 6 shots per panel, and I will simply stack those. Things sometimes go sideways. At the moment I'm shooting landscape, and it seems that 30 seconds will be okay, because the landscape is actually quite bright with the snow and so on, and also the wind picked up, or at least it's much more stronger here on the ridge than down there on the parking. So maybe 30 seconds could be also a maximum when it comes to sky exposures, so not everything is lost. The reason why I started with the landscape first is it's the end of October, and this is not the best time for winter Milky Way arch panorama, because the arch itself is still fairly high, so I will have to time it perfectly so I finish shooting the sky at the same time as the astro darkness ends. So far, so good. So I shoot 4 images per panel, and then I take one extra image with the star glow filter, which will make those winter constellations to pop more. And if I'm not mistaken, we have strong zodiacal light in this direction. A vlog full of b-roll, but what can you do? And of course, my problems did not end there, because why would it? While stacking the individual panels, I noticed that several had misaligned stars. I tested Sequator, Deep Sky Stacker and S-Step, but the outcome was identical across all of them. This kind of misalignment can occur when artificial light sources such as houses or streetlights interfere. But since I excluded those, I think the problem was I moved the camera a bit left or right when I pressed the shutter button, combined with the distortion from the wide-angle lens. So the final image is a panorama stitched using only single 30-second long exposure images. Timings worked out perfectly because astro darkness ended a minute ago and I just took my last frame. Now I will pack up my stuff and I'll go sit in my car just to warm up a bit. Then I will replace the Nomad with 70 to 200 in my backpack and I'll probably come back up here to shoot the sunrise. Well, another panel is in the back and what can I say? We had a few hiccups, but in the end, everything worked out perfectly. Some people want to go to La Palma, some want to go to Namibia, and I want to come back here to the Dolomites for 3 nights just to shoot the night sky. Anyway, thank you for watching, take care and bye bye.